Sawasdee Krap and welcome to Thailand News Today. Another day meandering through some of the things happening around Thailand. Please don't see this as some sort of definitive news program about Thailand. It's not really meant to be like that. It's really just some of the things that come across the Thaiger news table, the things that we think you might be interested in. Certainly it's not really going to be covering a lot of the hard news stories or things like heavy politics. There are other programs for that. In the meantime, let's go through what we've got lined up for you today. Very happy to start with some good news today for COVID-19. The statistics, 0 new cases announced today. That's the first time that's happened since March the 9th. This keeps the country on track for the second phase of reopenings and the easing of the emergency decree restrictions scheduled for this Sunday, but yet to be confirmed. Thailand has a total of 3,017 cases and 56 reported deaths since the outbreak began in January. 44 people have been arrested at a birthday party in central Pattaya at 1:30 a.m. this morning. Happy birthday indeed. It's understood 3 of the people arrested were Chinese tourists. The remainder were Thai. All faced charges of breaking curfew and violating the emergency decree. One of the people arrested had an outstanding warrant for drugs and money laundering. The raid took place at the Amazing Pool Villas and several bags of drugs including methamphetamine were seized. Officers also discovered an illegally registered firearm in a Bangkok registered truck parked on the property. This year's first potential typhoon and tropical storm has got a name. It's the start of the typhoon season in the Western Pacific. It's been called Vongfong and it's quickly becoming a threat to the Philippines. Meteorologists say that this is the 8th latest start to the typhoon season since 1950. The last time there was such a late start was 2016, when the first named storm of the season didn't arrive until the first week of July. Vongfong is believed to steadily strengthen as it tracks northwest and closer to the Philippines coast. It's expected to make landfall sometime during Friday. A mischievous and clearly hungry macaque monkey has made a bit of a nuisance of itself around Bangla. They had to call the experts in. Department of National Park Wildlife and Plant Conservation staff arrived at the scene to find the male monkey, estimated to be around 2 years old, eating and stealing durian, eggs and other food inside a surprised local resident's home. The animal dashed into ventilation ducts until officials were able to shoot it with a tranquilizer dart. After 2 hours, the monkey was safely recovered and taken back to the Bangla Wildlife Breeding Centre for treatment. He wasn't injured during the incident and will be released when he's regained his strength. Well, last Sunday there was a bit of a kerfuffle around the southern province of Nakhon Si Thammarat when a completely naked man stole a motorcycle. It took police until yesterday to track him down. The incident occurred in broad daylight and full view of witnesses. The man, aged around 30, was sitting naked on a road divider. He then walked towards a female motorcyclist who was waiting at the red light. As the man approached, she jumped off her bike and ran away. He took the bike but was pursued unsuccessfully by a bystander. But yesterday police arrested the man at Kim Song Market, still naked, in the same district. He was taken to the Ta Salah Hospital for assistance and hopefully some clothes. That's the way we saw the main stories around Thailand today. If you'd like to catch up with some more details about any of those stories, you can always go to thetiger.com. You can subscribe down here. And for now, we'll take you on a bit of a drive through the seaside party town of Patong in Phuket in the southern provinces of Thailand. A very sorry sight compared to what you'd usually expect in Patong. We'll see you tomorrow. This is Rattutit Road in Patong, Phuket. And usually, of course, with tourists, it's much busier. Along this road, you've got the entrances to Jung Silon, one end of Bangla Road, You got some of the key hotels in the town, or turn-offs to them, like Movenpick, for example. You've got the Paradise Hotel Tower and some of the more popular restaurants and shops. And to say it's quiet is an understatement. It's currently 11:30 in the morning, and it's really just no one here. Surprisingly, quite a few cars parked along the side there, so it must be people doing something. But Patong operates on the smell of tourists, and the tourists aren't here at the moment. All the hotels are sort of shuttered. Parking areas are closed off. And all the restaurants are basically closed as well. I mean, to see Patong like this is quite sad, because so many people rely on the tourists for the economy here. I mean, without tourists, Patong is nothing. Patong is built around providing a good time for tourists, and it's exquisitely organised to extract the dollars from tourists. And that's the way that Patong works, and it's very, very good at it. It's a great time for a lot of people who really enjoy the cut and thrust of a Patong holiday. And of course, it's got the 3 kilometre long beach that usually, even in low season or wet season, would be quite busy, but at the moment I'm sure the beach has got very few people there. This is sort of like the hub of Ratutit Road, where you've got Bangla Road, or the entrance to Bangla Road. Obviously just no one there at the moment, and then you've got Jung Silon on this side with the new central Patong. So all in all, it's quite sad to see. I'm going to be turning now into the area that would take me down the side of Jung Silon to the back road. So very quiet and different Patong from what we've seen in the past. Let's hope those tourists are allowed, or are able, or want to come back to the seaside party town sometime soon.